when it comes to your own money, everybody has a PhD in economics. You don't need Larry Summers to tell you what's going on with your budget and your, ability to feed your family or keep a roof over your head. So people get inflation. It's one of the reasons it's so politically toxic is because it's unavoidable. You can't fudge it. You can't spin it. It's like, hey, if I used to fill up my Ford F-150 truck for $50 and now it's $125, A, you get it. It's right in your face. And B, that's $75 that you don't have to take your spouse out to dinner, buy a new jacket or whatever. So there's kind of demand destruction at the same time you're spending more money on the one thing you can't do without. So people get it. But then from there, the question I get the most is, hey, Jim, is this going to cause a recession? Are we going to have a recession? And I use, as recently as a few months ago, I would say, yeah, I think so. You can see it coming late this year, early next year. Now I say, we're in a recession. I mean, it's not coming, we're in it. And there's data. I never make statements like that, Brian, without supporting it. We know that, so first quarter 2022 is done, has been for a while. And the US economy declined 1.6%. That number's in the books. Where the second quarter is done. We don't have the official number. We won't until about 10 more days. The US government will release that. But we have very, very good estimates, particularly from the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta. They have a kind of a real-time tracker. And as of today, they're saying second quarter down 1.6%. So the standard definition of a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of declining GDP. There are a few more bells and whistles having to do with unemployment and a few other things, but that's the rule of thumb. So based on that, and based on the best available estimate for a second quarter, likely to be accurate, we're in a recession today. Now, it's not severe, but that's like saying I'm in bed with pneumonia, but I'm not dying. Well, okay, but we're in a recession right now. And there's a lot of whistling past the graveyard. I mean, the stock market is still greatly overpriced. There's still, the buy the dips mentality hasn't gone away. It's still there. You got people like Jim Cramer yelling, buy Netflix or whatever. There's institutional support. There's momentum trading. Of course, 95% of the trading is by robots. So you got to reverse engineer the 27-year-olds from Bangladesh who don't get out much. They're the ones really writing these algorithms. I mean, brilliant engineers, but you'd have to show them around Wall Street. So all that's going on. So we haven't really seen the market collapse, stock market collapse that I would expect in association with a severe recession has not happened yet. This is just going to play out. It'll get worse as the year goes on.